a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Huntley to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete.
Oh, you got to feel it, man.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Burrow. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They run for it with Mixon. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
11, Thomas.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Crowder. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Huntley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge.
There he goes, right side. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense not able to believe their good fortune probably. 1st and goal at the 2. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Hey, check back. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12,
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off-play action. Huntley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Huntley. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Huntley. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Second down and goal. Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. McPherson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The final shot before break. Huntley rolling to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Huntley going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Gordon will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow will throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal.
On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. Powers through him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Gordon. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Hey, check back.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Huntley. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Joe Mixon.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Now it's Crowder.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Huntley. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Huntley buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Back. Right 80. Nice hot.
You got tight right there. 36, 36.
Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Huntley to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Huntley. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Off the play fake. Huntley. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets this one to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
12, 11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 11 MT.
On third down, Mixon. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He took celebrating with each other and being in a position